Hey, hi ho, and howdy, my guys and gals and everyone else. Point is, hi. That's the thing we want to take away from this is vertical. Anyway, no. Hey, hi ho, and howdy everyone. My name is Shannon Olshook, and welcome finally to the friggin' thing. It's happened. It's here. It's done. It's not done. It hasn't started yet, technically, for me. Y'all have already listened to it. I've had to sit here and wait. I had to wait a whole day and a half. I had work. You greedy bastards. Anyway, no, seriously. The RWBY Volume 7 soundtrack's here. And other assorted, excited arm wiggles. Anyway, yeah. It's time to do these soundtrack reactions for Volume 7. I am clearly very excited. I like me some RWBY. I like me some RWBY soundtrack. Put it in my mouth. Probably is a bad idea. Should probably go in my ears. It's not gonna do me nearly as much good if it's in my mouth. Point is, we're here to watch it and listen to it and just absorb it and love it. Anyway, I got a little bit of housekeeping before we do get started. Obviously, by the title, you can already tell one thing. And that is, we're going to basically be doing the soundtrack reactions very, very similarly to how we did them last year. The first time I did it, I really liked how it was set up. It really seemed to work pretty well. People seemed to be okay with it. So yeah, it's not going to be all one long video, because that would be ridiculous, because I can never shut the hell up. And I like RWBY, so I tend to talk a little bit extra. Yeah, so these are going to be broken up into it's somewhere between 1 to 3 songs at a time. I don't know. I guess it really is going to end up depending on how much I end up sitting down and talking about what's actually happening or the songs in question. I do know some of these songs seem like they're probably going to be a little bit more generic, kind of just fun songs for the sake of having fun songs. That being said, I can never trust that there. Jeff Williams, he puts that craziness in there that you're never expecting. And sometimes it's just fun. But yeah, so there may be some that I don't have a ton to talk about, and there's definitely going to be others where I can sit and rant for about an hour. Let's talk about that sweet there, James Ironwood. But yeah, so it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be... we'll have to kind of play it by ear and see how we go. There are currently, not like there's going to be more added, but there are 10 different songs in the soundtrack this time that we will be listening to. We have Trust Love, Touch the Sky, Hero, Brand New Day, Let's Get Real, War, Celebrate Until the End, Fear, which I still have not goddamn listened to yet. You motherfuckers have been listening to that goddamn song since the goddamn show with the goddamned. Y'all... And I've had to sit here and suffer in silence. I'm so ready to hear it. Especially since everyone's told me it's fantastic. So I cannot wait for that. And we will cap it off here at the very end with I May Fall's acoustic version, because I very much want to hear that. Because I love I May Fall. It's a great song. It won't be by your hand. No, this is terrible. I can't sing. But I will definitely attempt it at certain parts in these videos, which is going to be a mistake. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna aim and shoot for about 2 a piece, so that'll probably be 5 videos. I think the only ones that I think we're gonna start off with, I think we're gonna go in order pretty much. I think, yeah, let's do them in order, just to be safe. So this first batch should be Trust, Love, and Touch the Sky, depending on how much I have to talk about them. I know Hero is going to be one I'm going to have to talk about quite a bit. I'll probably talk about War quite a lot, since that's, that's the Team RWBY v Aesop song, so I'm super looking forward to that. Until the End and Fear are ones I'm all expecting to talk about quite a lot. And then the other ones, I don't know what to think about them as much, so we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. One last bit of housekeeping, or not one last bit, some more housekeeping before we do get started. In these videos, I was originally going to basically, I had an option either to wait to see if, or how it was going to go for people getting up lyric videos so that I could use those, because I like to have that, number one. I like to have it for me so I can get the lyrics straight down. But I like to have it because it adds a little bit more in the video, and you guys can follow along a little bit better, and I can talk about things that are actually happening, specific lyrics and stuff like that. I will not remember to edit them in because I'm a fucking idiot. But it's helpful than if I didn't do it. So yeah, I was basically coming down to, well, am I going to sit and wait for potentially like a week for them to do that, for them to come out? Because I know Flint finally ended up coming back, and he's going to be doing lyric videos again, which is super, super cool. I know Sirs and Madams went and did some, and I'm sure there's plenty of others who took a swing at it. I know there's at least one song that's from one person in particular. I don't remember the name, but I gotta go look for it. It's the I May Fall, because can't find it anywhere else. Anyway, point is, yeah, so not like I don't already know the lyrics, but that's not the point. Point is, so I could either sit and wait for that, or I could just shoot through them like I'm sure a lot of people did. No lyrics, just going at it. And not in the sexy way. Actually, it's Jeff Williams' music. Maybe slightly in the sexy way. And in the end, I decided... Damn it. What I decided to do was the latter, because it turns out I had to wait about a day. Because Sirs and Madams went apeshit on it and got all of them out in like a day. So, I just want to say a huge thank you and a shout out to them. Thank you for... I sincerely hope they're okay. With me putting these in here. If not, well, fuck me. I guess I have to reevaluate my entire life situation. But yeah, I want to say a huge thank you to them for putting these together. Again, it's going to be super helpful. I enjoy them. I like their stuff, and I really appreciate that they were kind of willing to jump in after Flynn had kind of decided to step away. I'm glad he's coming back too, and I'm glad he had his talk with Jeff a bit, and that makes me happy. I'm glad. I want him to take care of himself. That's all. That's a cool fella. Anyway. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. All of these, except for I May Fall's acoustic version, because they don't have it on here, I don't believe, is going to be Sirs and Madams Entertainment stuff. Obviously, there will be links to the soundtrack itself. There will be links to each of these videos that I use. There will be links to their channel. And links to normal RT site and stuff like that. Not that there's the soundtrack on there, but that's not the point. And obviously, please, I always would urge people to, if you're gonna do this stuff, go pick up the soundtrack. Support them. Again, like I'm using these videos, but I totally did do that. It's like $10. It's not too bad. It's a complicated time in life though, so I know what I was. But point is, do support them, because obviously we love these people. We love them. That's why we're here. Anyway, so that was the housekeeping I wanted to get done. I apologize for making you guys wait a whole 10 minutes. But I don't know if you guys know anything about me. That's literally what I do all the time. Anyway, I like to do the clappy sounds with my hands. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to the first of these. I do believe it's that Sweet Tasty Trust Love. It is that OP, if you will, not overpowered, but opening. I assume that's what that stands for. It would be weird if it stood for anything else. That's not the point. We're not here to talk about abbreviations, something like that. I don't know. Next, I'll find out that ED stands for erect. Nope, that is what that stands for. That's not the point. We're gonna go ahead and watch this and listen to it. Again, this should be coming up on the video for you guys, so hopefully that all works out all right. And it should be a good time. Again, thank you to everyone involved, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am to do this. Again, one last bit of housekeeping for how I'm going to handle these videos, just like last time. I want to do 2 run-throughs of the song each time. Preferably one the first time where I can just kind of sit and listen and go like, oh, this is fucking, or oh, we just react to it. And then a second listen to kind of process the lyrics a little bit more and talk about it if I need to. So that's what I want to do. Hopefully that guys works for you guys. Yes, guys. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started right here with Trust Love featuring Casey Williams by Jeff Williams. Williams. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm obnoxious today. I'm just so happy to sit down and record this. I've been suffering at work, waiting to get down and sit and doing it, all this for like a day and a half, and we're here. I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because if it's any near as fun as last year was, I'm golden. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here with Trust Love in 3, 2, 1, go. It's loud. This music is loud. It's in my ears. It's loud. Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. Holding out for some romantic life. Oh, I can finally sing the song like I never did in the goddamn intro. Oh, headphones, no. I can't do that because I am tone deaf, so I don't want to hurt you guys physically and emotionally. Some people cry because of them, and then the penny shows up. Weep. I'm gonna have to rewatch all of Volume 7 after this too. I know I'm gonna have to. Every time I would jump in and listen to the chunk of like Hero that we got, or Wars, or until the end, I'm like, well, I have to rewatch the last 3 episodes again because I've done this to myself. We're together, moving towards the light. In love, wind open up our eyes. Oh, fuck. There's more. Damn it is. God damn it is. Tell him with that naive shit. That's how we roll here. That's right, Ironwood, you logical-ish, sometimes bastard. Your heart, it matters. I gotta stop slapping myself. Oh, it's clean.
When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you waited for will come, and dark will yield to dawn. Open up your eyes. The truth is there, but sometimes it's disguised. The way to say that we're together, moving toward the light. When we trust in love.
And open up our eyes. Yeah. Yes, son. And daughters, 4 daughters. That doesn't really work if I'm pro-wife's waifu. That doesn't, whatever, point is, yeah. That was nice. I really, really like that. Again, it's really interesting. It's always interesting with the OPs because I've always loved Jeff. Seems to always it does that thing, and I always talk about it's the thing I love so much about Let's Just Live, and Rising. I'm pretty sure Rising has it, right? I think that's why I like it so goddamn much. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. And I didn't really notice it in this one, but it's that part towards the end of the song. There's definitely an actual word for it. I'm stupid. Where it just kind of completely changes, where it just completely flips, from happy to sad, or from sad to happy, or whatever the heck. It's never from sad to happy. That doesn't happen. Shit. This Life Is Mine is kind of like that, though it's more angry happy. Anyway, yeah, and this one didn't really have it, so I don't know why I brought it up. There was a moment where it did kind of move into its own thing, but it was nothing as drastic as the previous ones. I really did like it, though. I really like this song. I really like how it just encapsulates, it encapsulates the volume. Like, I mean, it's a whole song, basically, about the antithesis of where Ironwood's going. The entire song is about trusting in each other, believing in each other, and trust love. Open up your eyes. Don't let all of this darkness consume you. Don't become overly paranoid. Don't let it completely ruin you, because that's exactly how Salem wins, is doing the thing that she's trying to do. She's trying to do it because it works, and then you do it. So then she wins. Ironwood, my boy, I love you, but you fucking up. Anyway, point is, yeah, like it's very much that sort of. It's that finding your strength and. Yeah, finding your strength and your drive and your will to continue on in that. Again, I said it earlier, because it is kind of naive, but I don't think that's a bad thing. That's something, the idealism, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Ironwood kind of has a level of... is I would say much more cynical, and I would say logical, though I there's definitely some problems with his plans for sure. But he looks at it much more that way, while Team RWBY sees that isn't really gonna work so much in this case. And the entirety of the song kind of is a celebration of, again, the opposite of that kind of naive idealism and, that heroism, that, believe in each other, believe in love, we can do this. It's hippy-dippy bullshit, but it's the hippy-dippy bullshit we need. When you're basically fighting anime Satan, hippy-dippy bullshit works. We've proven this. We've all seen Naruto. I've never seen that show. Something Power Friendship. That's what I'm trying to say is, like, again, it's a song that seems to really revel in that, which is something I appreciate. It's always really interesting to see where the OPs fall thematically. Like, let's try and... You have the original. Yeah, you have This Will Be the Day, right? Fuck, I'm not fucking that up, am I? I'm a fake RWBY fan. I've been here since the beginning, and I'm a fake RWBY fan. Yeah, This Will Be the Day. It's Volume 1 and 2 are so far back, and they're their own animal in comparison to where we are now, so it's always fucking with me. I love them as much as I do. But yeah, no, like, you go back to, like, This Will Be the Day, and again, I'd say it's probably... It's the least... I'd say it's probably the most vague of all of them. Vague. That is how you say that. It just doesn't sound right, because that's not how it's not spelled, veg. Anyway. It's probably the most vague of them, because it's basically just like, hey, world's fucked. Be a hero. That's kind of what it is. It's world's messed up. Ruby's gonna be a hero. That's kind of the be all and end all of that song. And then you have Time to Say Goodbye, which is a bit more interesting because obviously you have a lot of that similar sort of kind of edgy world's fucked and that heroism thing. And then you also have, again, that part that I was talking about where it kind of shifts completely and starts talking about a whole different thing, where it starts dropping all of the basically Ozpin shit. The whole, like, are we fighting for a war that isn't even really ours, or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I can't remember what the goddamn line is. It's been a second since I've heard it, but since I've last listened, but so someone else can claim a victory. That's what it is. That's the end of it. You know what I'm talking about. It's really hot in this room, especially when you've been doing this the whole time. But yeah, so you have that for Volume 2. Volume 3, you have, everyone's gonna die. You have that, like, where that part where it does its twist turn thing it's not as, like, it's all a complete fucking nightmare, that song, when it falls. But that twist it's just straight up Cinder's fucking, monologue, basically, but in song form. Like, half the lyrics are the same goddamn thing. Yeah, so you have then that, again, everything feels very fitting. The Let's Just Live is very, very obvious. It's, hey, that all happened, now we have to recover from that. We have to move on and grow into who we are, and we have to pick ourselves back up. We lost arms, we lost some friends, shit sucks, so we have to get back into it. Then you have Volume 5, which is, again, the triumph. It's like, hey, we did do that. We've kind of started to get our groove back. We're starting to push forward. Then Rising, it's kind of interesting because Rising and Triumph are both very similar. They both have that same, like, okay, we're pushing up into there. Whereas then Rising is, it's interesting because, like, they both have that, but then Rising is kind of like, actually, when I think of these last three together, they actually fit really well, because you have, like, hey, we need to move forward, we know what's ahead of us, fuck. Rising, which is like, hey, we can do this, we have our convictions, we have our path set before us, we know what we're doing. The Willow don't need to be told at a goddamn stand. You have that, and then you have this one, which is, again, kind of reaffirming their beliefs and their ideals, their goals and morals here. And again, it's interesting because it's obviously very counter to what's going on with Ironwood. And again, Ironwood's not a bad person, he's just a good person who's really fucking up. Shooting Homeboy was that was pretty bad. That might be some bad guy material. It starts getting harder to say you're in the right when you start trying to off kids. Not just off kids, but try to off kids who happen to be the vessel of your thousands-year-old best friend. It's not a good look, Jim. Anyway, so it's really interesting, again, how all of the OPs kind of fit into their respective situations, and this was kind of one of those too. So we're gonna actually go ahead and get that second listen in. I ended up getting a lot of what I actually wanted to say in there and now, but You Calm Your Tits, which are attached to your chest song. The song has a chest? Wild. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and give it a quick listen through again. Just kind of enjoy it. Again, it's weird. I was gonna mention this before, is like, my original plan is to, like, have one where I just listen to it and the other one where I talk, but it tends to be flipped. Whatever. I don't care. I get to listen to it again. And if you guys want to, obviously you can skip ahead. People were really helpful with, like, timestamps in the last year's stuff, so I want to try and do what I can to make sure that I'm getting stuff set up for you guys. So if you don't want to sit through more, you can skip to the next one. So you could also just look at the thing. That works too. But also, I could try as well. I'm lazy. Anyway, point is, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to do a second run through of Trust Love here in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Keep dreaming about a better world. I don't know if I synced that properly the first time, so just in case you didn't, Shannon, you nailed it with the song, so hopefully that's where that goes. In the world of charm, oh, but it here can set you free. You don't have to dream. Yeah, it's interesting how it also very much has an air of like, hey, that same sort of, hey, life isn't a fairy tale sort of thing, which is obviously a huge theme of the show. Like, hey, shit sucks, and it doesn't always have a happy ending, and it goes wrong, and stuff you don't like happens. Again, it's something I've always really, really appreciated in the show, and always try to give it a whole lot of love, because a lot of people will look at it and be like, that's not some bullshit, and I'm like, it is, and that's the entire fucking point. I like that is kind of an undercurrent in there, but also looking at that through a more positive lens, which is really interesting. Like, hey, yeah, it is fucked. It isn't a fairy tale. It's not going to end great. But we have each other. We're in this. We have what we believe in. We're the fucking heroes. We can do this. You know, see the right path. See the good in us and in people. Yeah, like a lot of this. Ignorance in a lot of ways, too. I'm trying to pretend it's not there isn't gonna help. You have to kind of own it. Like the song. I don't know where it ranks in my among the OPs. I think Rising is still my favorite, though it's like tied with Let's Just Live. Again, I love Let's Just Live, which was not the case. It used to be my least favorite, and then that shit flipped crazy over the years, and I don't know why. I just love it so goddamn much. I blamed the Monty bit. Damn. Anyway. Please don't let there be a song. Obviously, until the end's scary. But it shouldn't fuck me up like Indomitable. I don't know exactly how it works, but I can't do that again. I just came off of Your Lie in April. I can't do another one where I just bawl my eyes out. You know, like, again, this is kind of that bit where it takes a turn, but it's nowhere near as severe as the other ones. It's still very much on theme and on message, and it feels, I don't say fitting is the right word, because I think the other ones fit amazingly for what they are, but it's not as contrasting. Is there, but sometimes in disguise, when we trust in love and open up our eyes. I'm tone deaf. Looking good, squad. Anyway. Awesome. Awesome goddamn possum. Okay. That was Trust Love. That was the OP. And again, calm down. We just want your money. Or we don't want your money. Fuck! We're not here for your money. I gotta rewatch the whole goddamn show, apparently. I'm so out of whack, it's not even funny. I blame just rewatching the last 3 episodes so much. They're too good. So next up, we have Touch the Sky, which I'm guessing, based on this, and by the little bit we got here, makes sense with the title as well. I'm pretty sure this is the song that played during kind of the reveal, if you will. That's what it was. I don't know what else you will it. But during the reveal of the new outfits, episode 3, everyone's doing their landing strategy of sorts. I do believe that's what it was. I'm curious. Again, this is kind of one of those ones I'm expecting to be more of just kind of a bop, if you will. A bop. Twist it, pull it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check out Touch the Sky featuring Casey Williams by Jeff Williams. And it's gonna be delicious. Yeah, this is not one of the ones I'm particularly excited for, but I don't know what to expect. I wasn't excited for fucking, what was it? Cordovan song. It's so hot in here, my brain is fried. Forgive me, please. Yeah, I wasn't really hyped for Cordovan song last time, and then that proceeded to blow my mind completely out of nowhere, being something that I fell in love with. Fairy tale references, they're a powerful thing. Okay. Touch the Sky here in 3, 2, 1, go. Damn it, I'm all out of whack. I just want to say, yeah, okay.
Today I changed my place in history.
Ooh.
Today I'm gonna start a brand new life. Done with suffering, had enough of misery.
Ooh.
Finally on a path that's heading somewhere bright. I feel a different kind
Getting that
of
kind of feel good, we're on the right path sort of thing. I like it.
everything you overdrive. Switched on, revved up, turbo mode vitality. Find it hard to believe that I feel so alive. Just watch me go, see me fly. Don't look for answers, don't ask why. Can't explain the way I feel. I'm soaring like I never have before. Flying self-assured and free. And I somehow feel I finally feel like me.
Like that line.
Looked in the mirror and I gotta say, it's been a long time since I felt
This way. I believe this is the part that, like Queen, it's gonna be hitting you with these mirror lines. Yeah, I like this song, and it's just real feel goody. And again, it feels like there's a couple of them this time around. Let's put them on. Sometimes you fall, you just gotta pick yourself back up. I like a lot of the lyrics in this.
feel the sense of possibilities. I could get addicted to that rush. Open doors and so much hope in front of me. Full of confidence, every challenge crushed. My heart's electric, racing endlessly. Feeling like the stars have all aligned. Illuminate the darkness that was blinding.
I like that bit. That's all I know is I really like that bit.
That it's my time to shine. I will explode, you'll see me rise. You may not even recognize. I just can't wait for this to real. Exploring, now I've opened up a door. Finding so much more in me. When I look inside, I'm liking what I see.
It's late. Do your thing, Jeff. Own that shit. Slay, good sir. really like this song. Oh, I'll get to it later. I think we're coming in. Yeah, this would be the bit, was that ending chunk there. Because that's them jumping down. Oh shit. Enter a battle in Fire Emblem. This is a longer one too, yeah. Ooh. I fucking like that. Ooh, I like it a lot. I really, really like it. Now, okay, so I have an immense bias here when I'm gonna say this, and you already know what I'm gonna say. Or do you? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's a lie. But I would clearly have an immense bias to think this way, and it's one of those songs that it definitely does feel like it could be a very kind of just vague, hey, we're on the right path song. Hey, we're kind of free, and that's kind of where I'm getting at. Also, just the mirror line fucks with me. It feels like it could be for anyone, but it also to me feels like it could be a Y specific song, or at least I like it as that. Obviously, again, one, because I'm biased, but I like it as that because again, you do have some little bits of symbolism throughout there. But again, her whole story has been kind of being free and getting away from the awful shit she grew up with. And there's a lot of that in that song. Like, it's constantly talking about, hey, all these new possibilities open to me. I have hope. I can do this now. I'm feeling fine. I feel like I can trust in me. Like, there's a lot of little lines that remind me of, like, callbacks to other Weiss songs. That's, like, literally a line, I think, from, what is it? Oh, fuck. Is it Mirror Mirror Part 2? Or is it, like... I can't remember. I don't think like This Life Is Mine, but the other one from Volume 3 that's fucking with me. The opening song. I got nothing. Anyway, point is, like, again, it's so fucking hot in here. My brain's toast. But yeah, no, it really does kind of... Again, I think it is meant to be more just a general thing, but there's a lot of lines in there that make me go back to Weiss. And again, I'm very biased. Weiss is my favorite of the bunch. I fucking adore her. She is one of my favorite stories. I find her incredibly relatable, despite the fact that I ain't got money for shit. Aside from that, yeah, I find her incredibly relatable and enjoyable, and obviously I do. I've talked about it plenty of times before, and I will fucking talk about it later. But, you know, I don't know. It felt like there was a lot of references. And I'll specifically point anytime one kind of pops up. And again, that is probably me reading too much into it at that point. Honestly. But, I don't know. I like some of the word choice and the kind of... If a lot of it feels like references to Y symbolism in previous stuff. And, like... The reason I do feel not completely uncomfortable saying that is because, let's be real, Jeff loves to fucking do that. Like, he constantly fucking puts in references to older songs and parts of the show and shit like that. Like, he is no stranger to pulling a sneaky. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just, I was not expecting that coming off of that song. Again, I went in expecting it to be kind of just a vague, generic sort of happy song. And don't get me wrong, it is that. And I don't mean generic in a bad way by any means. I was like, hey, it's kind of a neutral one. But I actually did kind of get a lot of Weiss symbolism from that. And I'm very curious if that was intentional, if it was meant to be kind of all of them. So I just happened to kind of more notice the symbolism from Weiss, because I'm sure if that was the case and it was meant to be more of a general thing, then there would be bits and pieces for all of them, and I just noticed the Weiss ones because I'm biased. But yeah, no, I'd be very curious to hear thought process behind that, if that was more intentional or if I'm reading way too hard into it, just because the word mirror showed up a couple times. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to this again, and I'll actually again point out moments and pieces that kind of stand out to me for stuff like that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and get started with Touch the Sky, the second run in 3, 2, 1, go. So off. Oh my god, you suck. What a loser. What a goddamn loser. Again, that literally that first line makes me think Weiss. And again, it's not like that line, or a lot of these lines don't fit, especially for like Blank and Yang. Less so for RWBY, but that's just because RWBY kind of has she has a very, out of all of them, she has a surprisingly unique trauma, if you will, in comparison to everyone else. Despite it being family, like all of them. I don't know, it's just interesting. Because yeah, this thing is like the song has very Yang energy, but there's a lot of very Weiss. Again, obviously the mirror thing gets my attention. That doesn't sound right, because she's never been happy. Her life was always a goddamn nightmare. Oh, Volume 8. There's gonna be some family shit in that. It's gonna be a mess, too. Anyway. Just don't kill. Just don't kill Mama, please. We can lose Jacques. I'm fine. We can lose Jacques. You know, I really do like a lot of this can fit for Blake or Yang as well. Because again, Blake's whole thing being kind of weirdly enough owned by someone who was really not cool with being owned. Funny how that works. And then Yang, because she got fucked up. I do think it is probably much more of just kind of a generic sort of everyone sort of thing. Because again, there's definite chunks here and there that fit better for everyone, but I'm biased as fuck. I don't know, you heard that for the first times I said it, but man, Weiss is pretty great. Don't know if you knew that, but she is pretty tough. T.O.P. No, it's a different song. Doing this thing again. I'm gonna take a beverage of rock. I'll just take a quick sip of rock over here. And this bit's wild. Casey out here running with it. God, Casey's amazing. Casey, you're amazing. You ain't watching this, but you amazing. Adding this shit to my fucking feel good, life's gonna be okay playlist, which is necessary this year. That shit on repeat. Yeah, I really like this one. This was kind of unexpected. I get like we're saying with the Cordovan one, like I didn't really expect anything going in. Goddamn if I don't feel it coming out. I like this ending bit too. If I'm not mistaken, was this also used in the episode for like the? Yeah, it's when Juniper's jumping out of the. Juniper works. Yeah, it's when they're jumping out of the their thing too, because like I think even that little bit towards the end is Homeboy popping his shield shoot. Yeah. I really liked that. That was really kind of unexpected how much I liked that. Again, it's definitely because I was biased into thinking it's a Y song. It's so hot in here. Yeah, man. I dug that. I dug that a lot. I don't think I have too much more to say about it, though. And with that, I think that's what I'm going to call it for this episode, guys. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. It's the RWBY Volume soundtrack. I enjoyed a fuck of a lot, so you guys got some fucking enjoyment work to put into this motherfucker. But yeah, I really, really dug that. I really dug that. Again, I'm still curious to find out where I rank Trust Love on those. I'll have to give it a minute to sink in and see how I feel about it. Because the more and more I listen to a song, it's going to give me a chance to really decide how much it ingrains into my soul and how much it doesn't. It was like Red Like Roses, for example, is one of those songs that took forever for it to really click with me. But when it clicked with me, it clicked a gun and shot me off of a cliff. It got its iron wood on. That sounds sexy. But yeah, no. So like it was one of those ones that took time to settle in. Same with, again, Let's Just Live. Let's Just Live used to be like kind of my least favorite of the bunch, and is now arguably my favorite. And then there's something like Triumph, which is interesting because Triumph is a lot of people's favorite OP. Like a lot of people really, really like that song. And I enjoyed it when it started off too, but as time went on, I enjoyed it less and less. And not like it was bad, but just in comparison to everything else, it didn't click with me the same way. Again, it's not bad at all. Even if it's my least favorite of the OPs, it's still a fucking RWBY song. There's not a single Jeff Williams song I don't like. Like, not even just outside of RWBY even. God damn. Man, it's delicious. Don't tell him I said that. That's weird. Yeah, so I am curious. I don't think it's as good as for me as Rising and Let's Just Live. I don't know if it takes. I don't think it takes over Time to Say Goodbye, which would be my third. But it might sit there in that fourth slot. I don't hate that. It's not even there was not an H in that entire goddamn sentence any of the times I said it. But yeah, so that was no, it wasn't. Was not Let's Just Live. Another time, Shannon. That was Trust Love and Touch the Sky, the first two songs off of the RWBY OST. I hope you guys enjoyed anywhere near as much as I did, because I had an absolute fucking blast. Again, I hope you guys are cool with and enjoying the format, because again, it's weird and it's different, but there's no way I could fucking do it the other way. Like my editing software and my computer itself wouldn't even fucking handle that. But yeah, so it's also I find it fun. When it comes to the release on these, obviously this will be out. I'm gonna try and get this out today if I can. But I think what I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna try and get one out a day. I think that is the plan. I would love to do that. I don't think I'm gonna do the like Patreon early access thing with this at all. Again, because that's just kind of not how I want to do RWBY, Rooster Teeth and RWBY stuff. It kind of has a different thing again with the week timer thing. But that obviously doesn't really apply to this. I make the fucking rules. I decided these are just gonna come out when I'm it is law now. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and put these out as soon as I can, one a day, and hopefully you guys enjoy them, because I fucking am gonna enjoy making them. God, it's gonna be hot. It's already still very hot. I'm gonna need to go sit in front of the fan for a minute before I hop into the next two, which I do believe should be Hero. Yeah, and Brand New Day. Brand New Day being the montage song from episode 5, I do believe. Cool. Another hopefully kind of fun one to recover from after Hero fucks me up. Ooh, Caleb Hiles. Let's do it. Anyway, until then, though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please give it some love and support. Obviously, always go and support Jeff and Casey and RT and Ruby and all that shit. Get on that. Support Sirs and Madams, because they have been so generous as to supply us with the sweet, tasty lyric videos. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so anyway, go ahead and give all those people some love. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, share it, hang out. You all just want to talk about RWBY, Discord exists. I have a Patreon. Don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. But you can. But you don't gotta. Did I mention it's fucking hot in here? I love you all dearly. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time for more. Until then, though, guys. Toodles lemons. Bye-bye. Did I mention it's hot in here? It's not as hot as Weiss, though, which is weird, because Ice Queen. Gotta end the video now. Yep, bye.